we've talked a little about pre-production, the production part of building your cinematic look, but there's also the post-production part of your look, which comes down to a lot about what the color is going to look like, which helps to show the viewer the overall feel of what you're going for. If you want something moody, you might do a whole different look than if you need something for a client that wants something very bright and airy and things like that. So color grading is a huge part of delivering the mood of the video itself.
For sure, and sometimes it overtakes just the mood. Clients want the real color of the car because in the car business there is a war about the colors, about the Audi colors, about the BMW colors, about the Porsche colors. So that's why sometimes you have to pick the right color of the car.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of times where people make the mistake of, if you have a red Ferrari, for example, they'll throw in a LUT or something of that nature, and the color of the car will slightly shift to orange or just slightly off, and for teal and orange, which everybody does. I'm guilty of it too sometimes. But you definitely have to be respectful of the actual color of the car, and you can be respectful of that, but also color grade the environment it's in also, which is a whole different topic. But I would always keep the color of the car what it actually is, and then alter the environment around that.
And a concrete example, I work a lot with Alpine in France, who don't like at all grass and green. So in every shot I made with them, we try to skip as much as we can grass, green colors. So we put the car in front of a big concrete building or with only windows or something like that, because I want this racetrack and performance look. So without the green part.
And I mean, I know working with Porsche specifically, they never want you to deviate from the actual color of the car. So if you do anything creative wise, and this goes back to like the pre-production phase with figuring out what your client wants and what the end deliverable has to be, with them specifically, they do not want any car color to be altered. They want everything just natural, and some clients will, or actually most clients, at least for me, want that kind of look. They just want the color of the car to be correct, and that's it.
And keep in mind the format of the final delivery video you have to make. For example, some clients want vertical videos. That's very painful to do. So when you frame the subject, keep in mind what's the final resolution and format of your film.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if for whatever reason you like you were saying, that if your camera does not have guidelines or whatever, figure out a way to make sure your framing is properly, because that's super important for the end product. And then in the editing phase of it, a lot of people, especially beginners, make the mistake of the 235, the letterboxing. What they end up doing is they'll place the footage in the timeline, and they'll put a matte over that, which is another layer on top of the video file, and they'll separate it to just burn in the image into the video, which is actually not the proper way, because what ends up happening is that when you put that video on a widescreen monitor, it ends up being a box within a box. So more importantly, what you have to do is set the resolution of the video to the proper resolution is supposed to be for widescreen format, or for that 235 format, and then export that, and that is the proper way to do it. Never put a matte or a mask on top of the footage.
And it's way easier in the post-production to edit on the good format, definitely, without the letterbox.